What's up, everyone? It's the Tribal Editor for Multi Fandom, and these are my AEW Forbidden Door predictions. I'm going to start with 0 Hour, All Star 8 Women's Tag, Triangle of Madness, and Megan Bayne versus Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Harley Cameron, and Queen Amanada. I'm going to go with Triangle of Madness and Megan Bayne. Next is an All Star 8-man tag, Paragon, and I'm not going to try to pronounce their name, versus the Crew and the Don Callis family. I'm going to go with the Crew and the Don Callis family. Next is a trios match, Ricochet and the Gates of Agony versus Jet Speed and Michael Oku. Hope I said that right. I'm going with Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. I hope I got all the 0 Hour matches. I don't know. Heading into the real show, we got the Lights Out Steel Cage match. And that's just going to be wild. Death Riders and the Young Bucks versus Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, Tanahashi, and the Golden Lovers. I hope Will Ospreay is okay. I'm going with the Death Riders and the Young Bucks. Next is a tag team match, Cope and Christian versus Kip Sabian and Killswitch. I'm going with Cope and Christian. I'm so happy Luchasaurus is back. Luchasaurus, not Killswitch. I don't know why they haven't changed his name back. He is not Killswitch. Next is the TNT Championship match, Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi. Hope I got that right. I'm going with Kyle Fletcher. Next is the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness with Daniel Garcia. I'm going with Zack Sabre Jr., and whether that's to Daniel Garcia turning heel, which I also think will happen after the match or during the match. Daniel Garcia is turning heel, and Zack Sabre Jr. is retaining. For the Unified Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland. Thought Swerve was going to win, but apparently he's injured and has been since 2019. I forget what the injury is. I'm going with Okada. Next is the AEW Women's World Championship match, Toni Storm versus Athena. I love Toni Storm, but I think I need to see what she can do without the title, because she's had the title off and on for the last 2 years. So give it to Athena. And she deserves it because she hasn't been televised since 2021 when she debuted. She just went right to Ring of Honor and hasn't been televised. So give her the World Championship now. I'm going with Athena. Next is the AEW Tag Team Championship match, the Hurt Syndicate versus FTR versus Brodito. I'm going with FTR. Next is the TBS Championship match, Mercedes Moné versus Alex Windsor versus Bozilla versus, I'm not going to try to pronounce their name. I'm going to go with Mercedes. In the main event for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page versus MJF. Now, I had a pretty clear thought going into Forbidden Door before Dynamite this past week that MJF was going to win. But then he threatened to do stuff to Mark Briscoe, and Hangman accepted his deal. So now he doesn't have to use the contract to get his match. So I think Hangman is going to win the match, and then plot twist, the Hurt Syndicate is still with MJF. They come down to the ring after the match, beat up Hangman, and then MJF cashes in his contract and walks out with the AEW World Championship. Those were my AEW Forbidden Door predictions. Let me know yours in the comments.